Merhabalar, merhabalar, hoş geldiniz. Bugün Cadılar Bayramı özel değil aslında. Yani Cadılar Bayramı'na özel olarak yapmıyorum bunu ama Call of Cthulhu mitosunu çok seviyorum. Zaten korku oyunlarını çok acayip seviyorum. Call of Cthulhu oynayacağız bugün. E, Aslında öncesinde bir Star Trek Online'da son pek oynasaydık diye düşünüyorum ama muhtemelen son peki yarın falan oynarız. Çok şey değil, çok acelesi yok zaten son pekin. 2-3 gün daha var. Zaten Shield'ı da çoktan aldım yani görmüştünüz onu. Şimdi e, bu oyun hakkında çok iyi şeylerim var, hislerim var. Muhtemelen e, yani Dark Corners of the Earth gibi başka güzel bir kutulu oyunuyla daha karşı karşıyayız. Başka kutulu oyunları var aslında ama Dark Corners of the Earth bence çok güzeldi. Umarım yani öyle ümit ediyorum. Şu oyunda onun kadar güzeldir. Çok merak ediyorum. Şimdi hemen şu Pretzel'i durdurup ben oyunun sesi gelmesin istedim çünkü. Hemen şunu da indirelim. Oyuna başlayalım artık. Hemen bir oyun ayarlarına bakayım. Fullscreen'da şey var mı? Neyse yokmuş. Epic. VSync on. Render scale güzel. Brightness iyi gibi ama apply. Bir şey değiştirmedim aslında ama subtitle açık olsun. Crosshair ya olsa iyi olur ya. Valla. Evet eminim lanet olasıca. Devam et oyuna. Sound'da bir şey yoktu. Control, vibration falan filan var. Okey. Haydi bakalım. Çok heyecanlıyım. Bu arada Cadılar Bayramı olduğu için tüm cadıların bayramını kutluyorum. Yani hepinizin Cadılar Bayramını kutluyorum. Güzel bir Cadılar Bayramı oldu bu sene. Her tarafta kutlandı. Ee, Slot seçiyoruz. Ya şöyle ortamlar çok güzel değil mi sizce de? Yani ben acayip beğeniyorum ya. Böyle dedektiflik hikayeleri böyle hani işte şeyde de vardı ya BioShock Infinite'te de borç batağında olan bir dedektifi yönetiyorduk falan böyle. Çok güzel ortamlar ya. Daha gerçi şu grafikleri görüp çok güzel ortamlar demek ne kadar mantıklı bilmiyorum ama hadi bakalım deliliğe girelim. Kendi kadın olmayabilir bu arada. Etraftaki bu kadar şeyden sonra bağırsak mı var etrafta? Bağırsağa benziyor evet. İki kere game save dedi ama. Biz nereden geldik? Nereye gidiyoruz? Ha pastırma evi burası. Pastırma yapıyorlar. Motion blur mu var? Hiç sevmiyorum biliyorsunuz. Varsa da kapatılmıyor galiba. Şimdi eğilip yürüyebildiğime göre bu stealth bir oyunumsu oyun gibi bir şey sanırım. Allah'ım lütfen çok güzel çıksın. Lan. Bu oyunun seslerine güzel puan vereceğim galiba. Çünkü çok güzel kullanmışlar. Lan ne oluyor? Şuradan gideceğiz. Ben yine de buraya bir bakalım. Aslında düşünüyorum da Amnezya'yı yapan ekip şöyle bir kutulu oyunu yapsa hiç fena olmayabilir aslında. Neye basacağız şimdi? E mi? Ha, neymiş? Niye oyunlara şöyle şeyleri koyuyorlar? Yani şu anda etkileşime giremeyeceksek niye etkileşim işareti çıkartıyorsunuz? Hani tamam sonradan gelelim diye yapıyorsunuz biliyorum da. Lan. Lamba nerede? Adam çok karanlık hiçbir şey göremiyorum. El mi alacağız yine? Cık, bir şey göremiyorum ki. Abi resmen hiçbir şey göremiyorum ya. Ha şey. Cık, ya niye peki burada? Hay Allah'ım ama niye? Şunu alacağız ya. Ha. Ha burada da bir şey varmış. Ha lambayla bakmamız lazım diyor yani kısaca. Ha? Tamam. Ha. Bolt cutters. Mad Max'ta vardı ya. Allah'ım. Çok güzel. Çok güzel ortamlar. Ya. No. No. No. No. Bad boy. Bad boy. Böyle yapınca ne oluyor acaba? Sağ tuş yaparsam. Yok. Inventör gibi bir şey. Ha, yok. İyi. Neler oluyor? Abicim şu lambayı nasıl kapatabiliyoruz? Demin lamba için o kadar uğraştık. Ama şimdi lambayı kapatmak istiyorum ben. Bir şeyler var buralarda. Bak burada yok mesela. Kim konuştu demin?
What a putrid offering.
Ha. Yani yerdeki vahşet oha değil de şeyin köpek balıklarının şu yüzündeki falan şeyler hani bir şeyle savaşmış yani bunlar. Savaşma izleri var.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Niye ranı gösteriyorsun bana şu anda ya? Niye ranı gösteriyorsun ya? Tamam seçilmiş. Ha, buradan çıkacak. Okay, evet, çok güzel. Kapıya doğru koşacağız ya. Ben anladım olayı da. We come in peace. Ya da çıkmayacak.
Behold. Everything has already been written.
Bunlar ne öyle ya?
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Oha. Oha. Ha. Ben de biz oyun sanıyordum.
I hate whiskey.
Ya I hate whiskey ise içme arkadaşım o zaman. Çok enteresan. Bizim önceden gelmiş bazı skill'lerimiz var. Hani şu açıdan enteresan aslında da. Şey olmuş o zaman. Daha çok dedektiflik dizisi diyorum. Dedektiflik dizisi diyorum ya. Dedektiflik oyunu gibi yapmışlar demek ki. Eloquence neymiş? Ha, influence. Karizma gibi bir şey yani. Ha. Çok enteresan. Bizim önceden gelmiş bazı skill'lerimiz var. Hani şu açıdan enteresan aslında da. Şey olmuş o zaman. Daha çok dedektiflik dizisi diyorum. Dedektiflik dizisi diyorum ya. Dedektiflik oyunu gibi yapmışlar demek ki. Eloquence neymiş? Ha, influence. Karizma gibi bir şey yani. Ha. Evet, enteresan. Baktık. Çok enteresan. Bizim önceden gelmiş bazı skill'lerimiz var. Hani şu açıdan enteresan aslında da. Şey olmuş o zaman. Daha çok dedektiflik dizisi diyorum. Dedektiflik dizisi diyorum ya. Dedektiflik oyunu gibi yapmışlar demek ki. Influence neymiş? Ha, influence. Karizma gibi bir şey yani. Evet, enteresan. Baktık. Ne oldu öyle? Demin bir hoplattı beni.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Ha, 8 puanımız var şu anda. Oha. Kahretsin, hepsi çok faydalı şeyler. Hangi birini seçeceğimi bilmiyorum. Gerçi Spot Hidden gerekli gibi. Investigation 5 puan kaldı. Hmm. Ne? Kaç? 4, 4, 2, 6, 4, 6. Yani. Böyle mi yapsak acaba? Şu puanları alıp ne bileyim. No, ama
Thank you for
yani
this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
no.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Merhaba, hoş geldiniz
Sir,
yok.
I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Looks like a cult.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Bunda mı rotate ediyoruz? Tamam canım, o kadarına gerek yok.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must
can't
find
see
the
that.
meaning behind all this.
Biraz da arkada kalıyor, göremiyorum.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there
aynı
with her
şey
son
seçtim.
and her husband.
I suppose you want...
Darkwater.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Sanırım hepsi bu kadar.
The sender's label mentions
Tamam canım.
Warehouse 36.
That's right.
And you
That go.
Evet. Şimdi diğer sorduğum her şey gölgelendi. Şunun dışında.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Hydra mı yoksa?
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Orada bir şey kalmadı galiba. Ha. Oh nice. İyi. Böyle kitaplarla arttırıyoruz demek ki.
I used to be an avid reader.
Kitabı bir oturuşta yalayıp yuttuk galiba. Hadi bakalım. Haydi bakalım. Yükle. Yükle. Çok sabırsızlanıyorum. Yüklesene. Muhtemelen hayvan gibi bir yer yüklüyor, o yüzden bu kadar uzun sürüyor. Yani bütün Dark Water'ı falan yüklüyor olabilir şu anda. Ya da gerçi Docks'a gideceğiz galiba.
We're almost there.
Nasıl bir yer burası? Çok güzel yapmışlar ortamları.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain. That's all right.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Önce investigation'ı bir arttıralım. İlk başlarda çok investigation yapacağız galiba. Neyse, CP kazanma olayı güzel olmuş. Şu resme biraz daha baksaydık keşke. yazılar niye böyle biraz kaymış gibi? Önümüze gelenle konuşamıyoruz demek ki. Kaptan, yolculuk nereye?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Her zaman gibi merdivenler kapalı.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Adama hiç sormadan etmeden lambur lubur diye gezdik ama. Medicine artsın biraz daha. Merdivenden çıkamıyoruz ama bu merdivenden çıkabiliriz sanırım. Ne oluyor orada ya? Sanki bir balina yakalamışlar gibi ama.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins. What a macabre souvenir.
Buralara bakalım. Ve hiçbir şey bulamayalım.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Redacted.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Gemiyi mi dolaşsak acaba? Atlayabiliyor muyuz? Tabii ki atlayamıyoruz. Müdür ne yapıyorsun? Rastgele. Bu sene iyi Hydra yaptı değil mi? Abi ya. Gemiyi öyle bir yanaştırmışsınız ki geri dönemiyorum. Yere doğru bakış açısı çok iyi değil. Hani daha aşağıya kadar bakabilseydik güzel olurmuş. Burada birileriyle konuşacağız zaten de. Önce bir dolaşmak istiyorum. Olay var.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
You think we don't know what you're doing?
There's nothing for you here either.
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all. Optimistic.
Optimistik.
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain told you not to stick your noses around here again.
This isn't your home, you bunch of sandcrabs. We go where we want. Hey, you'll get us into trouble. We're already in trouble.
Can we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk. There's nothing to sort out. Your chum.
work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
Have you seen how old this thing is? If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that
Hayda.
beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Adama bir tane bir şey
They
söyleyebiliyoruz.
can't understand.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
Şu muhabbeti bir türlü anlayamıyorum.
Hey, be careful.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure rises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about it?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision, was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
Şöyle bir dolaşalım. Etkileşimi okuma atmışlar. Zıpkın galiba.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
She will do it again, you know. The girl doctor. Cold. She won't stop asking.
Sana geleceğim. Sana geleceğim. Seninle konuşacağım. Ama önce bir etrafa bakmam lazım. Eli yanmış gibi çekti. Şu herif var.
You like our song?
We're true science. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Stranger.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Ellerine ne olmuş bunun? Valla geride gerçekten yapılacak bir şey kalmadı. Bar sahibiyle tekrar konuşabiliriz ama.
What you looking at, stranger?
Away?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Ya niye bir daha konuşamıyorum ya? Lanet olsun.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Ver. Bu. Zıplama yokmuş oyunda.
I told you to beat it.
Yeah. Fitzroy kim? Fitzroy'la bir daha mı konuşacağız?
You again.
That'll be all for now.
Mouse'la tıklıyorum yanlışlıkla ya. Evet, herkes de yanlış bir şekilde konuştuğuma göre kaptana geri dönebilirim.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Discovered mı? Bir saattir adamla konuştuk.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Çok pardon. Şu anda kanaldaki botları şey yapayım diye oturdum ama şimdi neler var? Commander Root var. Ben istemiyorum Commander Root'un buralarda dolaşmasını. O yüzden şöyle bir şey yapacağım. Bu da birazdan gidecek galiba. Başka ne varmış? Lanfusion Positivity Bot. Onlar şu anda yok. Şu botları istemiyorum kanalda da. Arada çünkü şeye bakıyorum.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Şu büyük olanı diyor
Understood.
galiba.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Hawkins.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph, the one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Şu işte
What a
babasının
macabre souvenir.
ayağı, tamam. Millet dağılmaya başlamış. Bunun için tutuyorlarmış
We're
demek
no
ki.
longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Güzel, bu detay fena olmamış.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Not that again. She will get us in trouble.
Nightmares. can hear things and voices whispering, will follow its reader and appear at various
Another break?
locations.
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after. It's just that standing guard in this alley makes your throat dry.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
Tabii ki de cat bu.
I told you to beat it.
Yeni pek bir şey yok, sadece işte şuraların açılmış olmasından başka.
That's no way to treat an omen.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops.
What could have done so much damage? What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you
Şu tarafa
shysters.
gideceğiz
You're
ama
crazy.
önce buraları bir dolaşmak istiyorum. Her zamanki gibi main quest dışında her yere gitmek istiyorum. Bu barın galiba arka kapısı. You're not
You saw
suspicious
what
at
happened
all.
with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
Midem yanıyor da demin ilaç içtim bir tane. Hala biraz yanıyor. Acaba biz warehouse'u buradan mı gideceğiz yoksa? Bryon'dan mı yapmışlar? Bir de biraz daha hızlı koşabilsek.
Where do you think you're going?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Ya ya niye şuna eloquence dediniz? Karizma falan değil.
I'd like to know more about the Hawkins case.
I don't think so.
Who are these others so interested?
Don't ask.
I'm not here to hint. Edward Pierce.
Sorry, we're all a little on it. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of...
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone. You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
Ah! Niye diyaloglar bir yerden sonra tıkanıyor hep böyle? Seninle de konuşulmuyor. Seninle de konuşulmuyor hiç. Hep tereyağı gibi üste çıkıyorsun. Şurası galiba warehouse.
You could tell. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Evet, orayı ondan yapmışlar.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
Now, we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Cat, she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes.
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
Şoker.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Ha, Sylvester Stallone.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've
Not
just
me.
arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Tahmin ettim bir tane puan da aldığımızı. Ben neye puan veriyordum en son? Buna mı puan veriyordum? Buna mıydı? Lan. Dörtteyiz değil mi şu an? Eloquence sanki gerekecek.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Neyse.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Who?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What?
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
The two guys behind you, what are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Liquor?
Exactly.
I'll try to find some for you.
Abi niye ama niye bu kadar zıplama özürlüsüyüz ki? Bir de dedektif olacaksın yani. Neyse.
There.
İyi de hiçbir şey göremememiz. Lanternımız yok ki.
One bottle more or less. I've now got proof that goon is stealing from his boss.
Elimizde kaldı ama. Ortamı çok güzel yapmamışlar mı?
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Valla o yandaki girişi bir deneyelim ya. Buna puan vermedim ya. Evler daha yıkıldı, ha yıkılacak. Bizim her şekilde zaten yukarı çıkmamız gerekiyormuş.
I could use...
Ne? Ha? I could use? Ne? Atlamıyor.
This handle will be perfect for the winch. A ratchet device. Exactly what I need. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Bir dakika ya, başka bir şey daha mı var burada ya? Ha.
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
Yes.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Ah, seriously? Neyse, oyunun mekanikleri hakkında tutorialımsı güzel bir şey olmuş.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Aşağı doğru giden bir merdiven ama aşağısında sanki yeşil bir gaz gibi bir şey var. Evet, buradan
Well,
gidemiyoruz.
a little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Lan! Uy.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oyun bitti falan.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Okay, plan B.
So,
Go.
have you got what we asked you for?
Yeah, you'll like it. This bottle comes from their personal stock.
Well done. Now, sit back and enjoy our performance. Follow me.
Şişe alayım mı? İçmeyeceksiniz.
Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear it.
İyi, bu tarafa dönmüyorlar. Great. Bir ihtimal şurası da olabilir ama bu oyun sanki öyle bir hoplamalı zıplamalı bir yere tırmanmalı oyun değil gibi. Yani.
Let's see.
Açarız. Şşş.
Perfect. Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. What happened here? Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Atlamadık, gitti mi bir detayı? Yes. Captain, look. Cat.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Threaten mi? Yok artık.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Belki STR çalışsaydı şey yapabilirdik. STR'den kurtarırdık o şeyi açıp. Evet. Muhtemelen. Oha, bu herifi deşmiş bile bu hatun. Sapık mı var içeride? Bizim adam da at hırsızı gibi.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Olma mı?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though, he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Okay. Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Ben şöyle gitsem olmaz mı ya? Şöyle. Neyse.
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined.
193.
But the architecture seems too recent.
Feneri niye alamıyorum acaba?
Poor kid. Poor kid. Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set...
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Silas aşık mıydı acaba şeye? Yoksa Silas sadece Charles'ı öldürmek için mi ateşi yaktı? Yanlışlıkla diğerleri de öldü. Yani hepsi birden. Ben gideyim o zaman. Ha müdür? Bu arada bir şey diyeceğim. Oyun inşallah kısa değildir. Hı? İlk defa bir yerden düşebildim.
Someone is using the fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
Nedense şurada bir geçit açılabilirmiş gibi gözüküyor da. Hadi bakalım. Tabii ki de bu yol tıkalı.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned them. Sturdy and well sharpened.
Ben neredeyse menşine tek başıma gireceğim. Sen hala orada dur. Ne oluyor? Şu baltayı alayım bari. Nerede?
The axe is gone.
Naughty.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Güya polis memuru bizimle gelecekti ama. Hop. Şefim.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
So what?
Yeah, that's it. Vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do.
Bir de baltanı versen.
Just to get rid of you.
Baltayı çok
Let's see
güzel
what more I can learn from this mansion.
modellemişler bu arada. Abicim bir konuş benimle.
What now?
Ne?
Do you have a moment?
What now?
Nothing. Sorry.
Stop wasting my
Ah,
time.
olayla ilgili sorular soracağım belki ya. Neyse. Şuralara bir hızlıca göz atayım da.
This gate is locked.
Bunu alsak aslında.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Okay.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. I know a thing or two about solitude myself. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Neyse. Bu arkadaki plakayı şey yapmamız, hareket ettirmemiz belki ileride işe yarar. Bir şey olur da kırarak içeriye girmemiz gerekir falan. Ne bileyim. Bakalım dayının yanına gidelim de. Ya da gitmeyelim. Nereye gitti lan dayı?
Piers, shall we enter?
Dur. Dayı nerede? Dayı. Heh.
Do you have a moment?
What now?
Nothing. Sorry.
Stop wasting my time.
Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go. Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Bir saattir aynı şeyleri konuşmak.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this?
Real?
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument? Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door. Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
They seem happy, but Charles is already looking off into the future. His marriage just a stop along the way. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer? Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Did it stop at the time of the fire? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Oyuncusunu bilen oyun.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, the sea shanty.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Geldiğim yer mi acaba? Her zaman gibi.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
Ne oluyor?
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Sanki kocasının resmini çizmiş gibi geliyor bana ama. Evet. Merdivenden çıkış var.
A crowbar could prove useful.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Stonehenge?
One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
Yoksa Undying. Undying.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies.
Adamın mezarındaki şeyleri, vazoları kırıp
What
kadına...
could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Bir tane denizci galiba sevgilisi var ama ben yine de biraz uşaktan kuşkulanmıyor değilim. O kavganın sebebi de olabilir tabii.
Locked.
Crowbar'ı niye aldık o zaman?
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment. Perfect.
Not good.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Koridora çıktık. Yok, ortayı gördüm. Sallamadım sadece. Asıl bence buraya bakmak
Was
lazım.
Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Puan kazandım mı diye baktım.
Bradley, is that you?
Is anyone there?
Ya sen nasıl bir dedektifsin? Hiçbir şey yok elinde. Ne tabanca, ne bir şey. Hatundan dayak yiyorsun falan böyle. Hı? Fener aldık galiba en sonunda. Huh? What the fuck?
You!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier.
Şu elimde görmüş olduğunuz çakmak. Bir yukarısını inceleseydik yani.
Where did he go?
Gizli geçit var.
They look like Celtic
Do
runes.
you really think that your fugitive
Charles
came
must
in
have
here?
brought them back from one of his
I don't see
foreign
any way
trips.
out.
It looks like an old seaway map. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable. This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. I'd be better off not touching them for the moment. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Daha mı kuzeye acaba?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Damnation. I can't budge these gears. I need a tool. With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Well done, Pierce.
Bir puan daha mı aldık? Inspect. Evet. bitirelim artık.
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct 3 seats. Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? What is this mask supposed to represent?
Hydra. Aha kutu. Vay.
Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house. This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here? This symbol, what does it mean?
İyi bari. Ah, medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Master! Master! Tutmasaydım gidiyordum falan. Bizim
Of
rüyamızdaki...
course.
There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
Ha, daha da mı? Aa, bir dakika, niye ya? Ha, ben bu puanları vermemişim. Koşabiliyoruz. Hydra galiba en sonunda Hydra'yı buldum sanırım.
Sad way to go. An old diary. These paintings must be several centuries old.
Ay ay ay ay. Bazen oluyor ya, arkasından açabiliyoruz kapıları.
Time has weakened these structures. I don't have time to search them all.
Tamam, bir kısmını search etsen de olurdu. Bunu beklemiyordum.
What's going on here?
Piers!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
Bu arada sen nasıl geldin oraya? Balina ya. Ya da balık ya, omega 3 falan. Tabii zihne iyi gelir. İşini biliyor adamlar. Ne diyorsunuz? Ne? Lan? Şşş, ne oluyor orada?
A table for sacrifice?
Yep. Niye bizim yüzümüz var ya? Ne alakası var oğlum? Tahmin de ettim, biliyor musun?
I got it.
Oh, I can't breathe. What's happening?
Biz buraya oynadık zaten. oynamadık mı?
No, damn it! Must find a way out of here.
Şunlar iki boyutlu biraz göze batıyor. Yani onun dışında grafikleri...
Yes, it is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
Pierce. Nerelere soktun bizi Pierce?
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual. I can't read Latin.
Hayır.
You who sleep, accept this drink.
Ya cthulhu nithsiha fitag.
Ransom your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours may be one.
Yibithink hupadk cthulhu bithinkor.
Grant him your mind.
I feel him.
You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you. Oh, we pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth. Bring me more sacred flesh.
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that?
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
Evet. Evet.
No good.
An intruder!
Oh, shit. Don't move! Police! Don't move! I won't hesitate.
Bradley, get
to
back!
shoot.
Get back!
You asked for it.
Aha. Charles mı? Charles mıymış bu? Ya.
Caving in. I need to get out of here.
Come on. Tahmin ettim. Parça şeylerini çok güzel yapmışlar ya. Fiziks mükemmel olmuş.
My leg!
Herif ne yaptı öyle ya?
Light. At last.
Help me. Üstüne kaya düşerken help diye mi bağırırsın ya? Dark Corners of the Earth. Aha! Bu herif vardı şeyin yanında. Ha?
He's having a seizure.
Kadının tipine ne olmuş öyle?
He will survive. Strong subject.
STR'm çok yüksek değil aslında.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
You were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No!
Sesler çok iyi arkadaki. Çok güzel.
What happened to me?
Lan.
Where am I?
Lan.
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll kill me.
Bu arada Cthulhu mitosunu seviyorsanız Deliliğin Dağlarında diye bir film var. Mükemmel, mükemmel. Başka yapacak pek bir şey yok galiba. Ney? Niye tahtalarla kapanmış ki?
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They scrawled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
Neler oluyor ya? Aman tanrım, siz üçüzsünüz. Ya değil.
No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood. No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams.
Ah. Journal'ı açamıyorum. Hala kıyafet mi var üstümüzde? Hani hastane değilse ne bileyim hastane kıyafeti falan olur diye düşünüyordum da. Ne demin topu alıyorduk.
When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs.
Awaken.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time. Can you stand up?
Ayaktayım zaten.
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute.
Ah kahretsin. Ah. Çok pardon. Hemen döneceğim ben.